And the next one is two-stage growth model. In the class, I mentioned this is a special case for the non-constant model. So the non-constant growth model, as beginning, this is just the random number. For a two-stage growth, is basically the first stage is not random but also growing. But for the second stage, with a different number, that's what we call a two-stage model. So in this case, let's look at this company as a first stage fast. The second, right? So therefore, at the very beginning, the companies grow at 20% for 5 years. For the mature stage or the second stage, grow at 4%. Required rate of return, which is our discount, is 10%. The dividend is $2. We are able to make the calculation for the first 5 years based on the, which is 20%. Either use a formula or use the function. And then we are going to look at the second stage first in a way that in the second stage, these companies to be a constant growth model at 4%. So we're able to calculate the stock price 5, use D6 over R minus. We're just back plus the stock price to the final price as of today. The logic is pretty much the same as a constant growth model. So in this question, we're just making an additional calculation, which is the formula to calculate within 5 years. So the dividend, we start from $2, which is dividend 0. We're going to use this, multiply 1 plus, which is 20%, equals to $4. For the second year is previous year multiply plus this 20%. We don't want to do it like this, just wants to fix this 20%. Apply this equation. Apply this equation. Or we use future function to apply the range. This function, we got the rate is 20% per period is or get this future value and the same number. Again, we don't want to calculate one by one. Wants to fix the equation. Fixed number of periods always change. Number of periods change. Value always the same, which is going to be $2. Is this equation got exactly the same. Right? So they're doing the same. So after doing with the dividend for the first 5 years, once we calculate the stock price at year 5, which is the second stage. That would be the dividend for year 6, which we know how to do the calculation. Using the dividend multiply 1 plus the. Remember in the second stage, the growth is which is percent, no longer 20%. By all 10% minus the. This is 82. Able to calculate this NPV fund. Rate is discount. Value for 5. Both of them, and then this price is $66.64. So let's look at one other model that we didn't talk but it's pretty much a similar idea. If we have the company that is in this case, we have 3 stages, and the first 3 years is at 8%, then 70%, then 6%, and forever. So we can divide this company into 2 stages. So starting from year 12 all the way to the future, back to the first 11 years. So able to calculate the dividend, the present value of the dividend. The dividend this is current by what is this is the first year can just back this to get the dividend for the first 15 years. And we say we can always calculate this as a separate firm after this become mature. I will go back to this present value here. Let's look at the stock price in year 15 first. We know the stock price in year 15 will be the dividend 60, which is year 15 dividend multiplied 1 plus this 6%. Or is 11% minus the growth, which is 6%. That is 295.6. So we say we are able to calculate the stock price because we know the dividend is 15 years and the stock price 15 years using NPV function, which of the is E115, which is 11%. The dividend is as dividend together, that will the price, which is 101. Or alternatively, calculate the present value for the dividend, and calculate the present value for this price of 15 together. That our stock price as well. So this is just alternative. So we're going to calculate present value function is percent number of periods that payment is 0, future value is sign. But here we also fixed it by we're always use this and fix it and reference. Is calculate the and we can force them together. So that would be the overall hash. As is the present value of this as well. Use present function is percent per period because this is 15. That is back to future value. That is number prep for this one is 6. So we have already calculated present of all the dividend present for this time. We can simply work the present value for dividend. The current stock price is just this. So that is this. That's all for section